Fast wealth hacks. None of the following should be construed as any type of professional advice. If you want to get rich faster, read this. I wouldn't crowdsource other ideas. The author cannot help that the following is potentially offensive. Keep in mind there are a myriad of people who want you broke and under the thumb of some glorious kingpin. If you dispute this, beat it. Let's jump in. 1. 80-plus-hour weeks. 2. Options, CBOE. 3. Buy undervalued assets. This includes cars and homes and especially businesses you can reorganize. 4. Vote to allow citizens to opt out of Social Security and to end unemployment insurance. 5. Starting now, look for the most rewarding opportunities. 6. Try magnitude rather than scale, or try both. 7. Look into overemployment and the Porsche strategy. 8. Self-actualization and self-realization can bring value, that is tougher to plagiarize and pilfer. 9. How many SaaS, software as a service, businesses can you launch? 10. Ask your ChatGPT, what follows X, or expound on X. You have to know what comes next. Whether you are gathering data yourself or paying for data, you have to be sure your data is valid, and you have to know how to interpret it. Millions of dollars are spent on disinformation of all types. Case in point, Con Inc. AstroTurf does what the legacy media and the schools won't. Or it might be a matter of what the legacy media and the schools get maliciously wrong. Anyway, you want to weed out the bad Con Inc. guys who are given away by them not mentioning or advising against the following. 1. Reading Atlas, shrugged. 2. Attending the Leadership Institute or other seminars. 3. Utilizing college Republican chapters. 4. Reading about the Federal Reserve. 5. Exposing bad actor, Fed poster, or other agents of disruption. And 6. Watching Endgame by InfoWars. You can see Endgame on the answers page at mastermind-university.com. Navigating stock and crypto investments, making major purchases and raising capital for a business, or almost anything, is just as treacherous due to crime. Even pro-law enforcement cucks are quiet about how bad the crimes and the legalized or institutionalized scandals are. What telltale signs do you know about in your field? This brings us to more fast wealth hacks. 11. Note patterns and similarities in all you observe wherever you choose. Don't let fraudulent boss man tell you that you don't see patterns, similarities, and trends. Maybe unless boss man has you sleep deprived. If patterns and similarities become predictable, determine whether to place a bet or take other action. Dan Bilzerian reminds us to watch for setups in areas that we know, and he subtly suggests playing cards with rich people you know who are bad players. 12. Obvious 101. Exit Ponzi's and rugs without worrying about whether the investment is at the exact peak or not. Limit exposure. 13. Pick the brains of older, more experienced, more intelligent people. BTW IQ is real. Don't go around suggesting this or you'll hear "ree." The screeches mean you're on the right path. Let me tell you a related story. Once an old boss of mine said our place of employment would become a concentration camp. The boss had to retire, on Social Security only, and a new guy was assigned. The new guy didn't like white people, old people, or books. Investing was not accepted at his SJW church. Anyway, this guy had to waste the client's time to totally reinvent the wheel. Write-ups were frequent, and chaos ensued. All of the original crew were fired, except a guy I'll call Eddie Willers, a character from Atlas. My boss's boss made fun of my boss in front of everybody regularly. The CEO of the company, he inherited the company, the firm's security company and janitorial company all had globalist delusions of grandeur. The janitorial company openly admitted doing DDoS attacks on locals. The security company boasted it had a contract with Redacted. The Bible says to cling to good sense. That's not what SJWs, cucks, or globalists do, but we should do it anyway. Pay attention to insights and signs from wiser people. This won't make you popular, but my desire is for my readers to live to fight another day. 14. Damage control is a real thing. Don't be fooled by people who say it's not. Even if you don't work in PR, law, politics, or on a board of directors, knowing damage control allows us to recognize it. This can make or save you cash in investing. 15. Treat marketing like software engineering. Make every aspect of your marketing appealing to your target customer and leave little doubt you'll solve the problem your customers Googled an answer to. 16. Watch the most classic ads in history. Attention is like money. 17. Choose your team, producer or consumer, debtor or you're the bank, independent business owner or government bureaucrat. Be careful of the vultures who blur the lines or those that want nationalization of businesses. 18. Don't suffer sour-faced fools who don't understand money or who don't understand what you're doing. For now, have zero time for idiots and the fat redacted who may have sent them. Press for answers about the junior mafia's demands. Get names. Get witnesses. Get screenshots. Don't take bait. Don't trust your new buddy. Expect SJWs, globalists, and junior mafia to derelict their duties to harass you. Expect pilfering, bad reviews, slander, reviews from bro social skills guy, and phishing online. The sour faces will demand total transparency from you and demand total access. Then, expect lawfare, a term cuckservatives can't hear or use. Keep in mind, cucks have been cucks since before most of you were born. The old cucks sold out to the globalist feminist liberals and made the young bucks out to be the originators of the old cuck's folly. True story, not to be construed as legal advice. Instead of suffering fools, squeeze every dollar out of every minute every day. 19. I know what many of you are thinking. How to profit off dystopia. I have a few ways. 20. Use puts to bet against companies or the market. 21. Or bet on hyperinflation raising stock prices. 22. Go long the VIX if you believe volatility and FUD will become ugly soon. 23. Logically deduce what should survive. Alcohol, tech, strip malls, fast food, security, and related businesses. I wouldn't invest in companies that rip people off. Laws could be made. 24. T-bills and T-bonds are tricky. Investors flee to them for safety, but interest rate increases push down bond prices.